Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be covering the Armadyl kind of ranged Bandos equivalent armor, what have you, the chest plate, the chain skirt, and the helmet. So I guess we'll just get right in with the, well, you know what, let's start with the price. The price right now, I'm assuming this is where it's going to be for a while. Like Bandos used to be pretty expensive, now that's dropped in, but it's staying pretty much there. So this is the price as of now. Don't hold me to it, but this should be tentatively the same price. About 35 mil for the full set. Typically, people don't use the helm unless it's like a staple to doing a God Wars dungeon, like at what are they called, Vansies. But usually you don't see it with the full armor set. But anyways, that's about the price. So the stats, I personally really prefer the I prefer the look of Armadyl, what have you, to Bandos, but this is the armor. I don't particularly like the helm. I've always thought the helm is kind of ugly, but I'll include it in here since this is the Armadyl playset. One thing you definitely need to realize is if you're buying this for melee, you're gonna get some kind of crapped out there. It's I believe about, yeah, it's -7 for the chain, well, -6 for the chain skirt, -7 for the chest plate. And I guess that would be, what, -3 for the Armadyl full helm. So -18, that's not a big deal, I guess. It can be, but depending on your gear. I'll do kind of a range set for you first. I'm too poor to afford ranger boots at the moment, so just kind of excuse that, I guess, is all I can say. And I didn't buy a ranger's amulet or a ranging ring. Yeah, you get it. So anyways, I guess this is the typical set you'd really be ranging with. Maybe you'd have a prayer book or something instead of a prayer book or something instead of a dragon fire shield. But I think this is kind of pretty much what you're going to be seeing. Or you're going to be using maybe like an amulet of ranging instead of a fury, ranger boots instead of the snakeskin, maybe a Robin Hood instead of the Armadyl helmet. I think Armadyl helmet has better range stats. One thing I really like Armadyl for is the magic bonus for defense is really high, and it gives you the best melee defense you're going to get out of pretty much any ranged armor. I don't really know about Carol's. I've never really used it. I don't like Barrows that well, but it's pretty good all-around armor. It's got a pretty good balanced ranged defense and a pretty good mage defense. So it's kind of just like an armor you would use for Slayer if you're going to do ranged or mage or something like that. So anyways, as you can see, I don't have any armor or any arrows on, so my range strength is at 0, but it has a prayer bonus. That may be just, yeah, but I think it has, 1 for the chest and chain, so you get a prayer bonus, kind of like Bandos. So yeah, that's kind of that. I'll do a little bit of a melee setup now. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. This is kind of the melee setup you'd use. Maybe you'd have like a fire cape. So like I'm using whip at the moment, and my slash is 87. That's pretty. I think I could pull off like 112 with this set with a whip. You're not going to notice it that much, especially if you have like 99 attack or something. You could just use a combat potion, costs like 20 GP per hit or something. You might want to like trade in for an attack cape or like a just a skill cape. You want the dragon boots in there, I guess. If you put in the Slayer helm, your attack bonus goes up quite a bit. So I mean that's kind of it. I'll compare it kind of to the stats of Bandos. If you're looking at it for if you're looking at it for melee, you're sacrificing a lot of magic, but you get tons of ranged, tons of defense. Your attack bonus doesn't take the hit. Your strength is a lot higher. So, I mean, if you're gonna do melee, primarily have Bandos. If not, do Armadyl, I guess, is what I'm saying. One thing I should bring up is the God Sword. You still have an incredibly high amount of strength and attack, so you're probably not gonna notice it much there. But, kind of the basics there. Armadyl is a pretty good armor. I really like the looks of it, especially with, this kind of look here, and then I've usually got my kind of stapled pirate hat going on there. But I really like the look of Armadyl over Bandos, because like Bandos just looks kind of like almost like you're a mean guy or something. I mean, it's just kind of your typical almost status quo, whereas if you pull off something like Armadyl, it just makes you look kind of different out of it. Anyways, I hope this helped. The stats, I wouldn't recommend it for melee so much. I use it when I'm doing clues, because then Ceridom and wizards are pretty much helpless, because I take a super anti and they never hit me. I don't even have to pray or anything. So I guess that's kind of my guide. If you're going to do ranged, I would highly recommend it. The price isn't too bad. Like, I mean, you could wrap a whole look around this for under 50 mil and look like this, which, I don't know. I get begged for money, so apparently I look rich to some people. So anyways, hope this helped. Yeah.